Hey Facebook, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on hello Zandra, depending on where you are in the world. See, I positioned the camera in a way so you didn't have to see my child chilling in the hotel room. But we are. I'm coming to you live. I am in. Where am I? I'm in Baltimore. Just left Philly, Philadelphia for the Be Fearless Summit. Little Miss Sandra was a speaker for that summit. Hold on, let me just make sure. Hey, there's people. I see people. I'm so excited. So yeah, so she was a speaker. She had a panel today, which was great. It was an awesome summit. I did a live from the summit. So if you didn't catch it, go back and catch it. Say hello to me. Let me know you're watching and you're following. I'm excited. If you are new to me, if you don't know who I am, my name is Tamara Zantel, and I am the CEO and the founder of the Raising a Mogul platform. What Raising a Mogul is we are the #1 parent manager community for parents that are looking to raise superstar children, thought leaders, change makers, and rule breakers in the most respectful way possible. Okay, so we have a free Facebook group community right on Facebook. Hey, Belinda, welcome. Where you can come and learn how to level up and connect with other parents that are raising young superstars just like you. We also have the Raising a Mogul Society, which is a membership platform for those parent managers that are looking for a little bit more like, more of a higher level touch, looking for training, for workshops, to connect with experts that are looking really to fast track their business. I don't want to say fast track, but actually move the business forward, and you might not necessarily have all the tools that you need to do so. And that's one of the first things when you're in business, is to recognize what you're good at, what you know, and what you don't know. And the things that you don't know, you connect with people that actually know it so that you can get things done faster. Oh, wait. Okay. I found my live. Let's see. Let me turn this down. All right, good. I want to make sure I can see everything. Yay. Oh, the lighting's not that great, but you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do anyways. So, that's the so we have the free Facebook group. We have so that's called the Raising a Mogul community. You can find that right on Facebook. We also have the Raising a Mogul Society, which is the membership platform, which I talked about. And then we also have running right now is the Brand Strategy Lab, which is for the even more so serious parent manager or business person, entrepreneur that's, either at a beginning level or at a level where you feel like it's time for you to kind of do something a little bit different. And that's the actual true fast track. The fast track meaning it's a 12-week program where you're working closely with Tashanta Hogan and myself to actually build the brand from like soup to nuts. Okay. So it's a wonderful thing. Hey, Tara. Hello, everyone. So if you're here and you're watching, if you have a business, please drop the link. This is an opportunity for you to brag on yourself. Tell me who you are, where you're from. Drop the link to anything that you're selling, any websites, anything. Just tell us who you are, where you're watching from, so that we can start to network a little bit. I love going live and watching lives where the entrepreneurs or the people, the parents, whoever, the people that are watching actually kind of have they network a little bit, because you never know who's going to need you, and you also never know who you're going to need, but one thing I know for sure is that at some point you're going to need somebody. So that's a good thing. So today I wanted to come and talk to you guys, not only just to say hey, because I haven't been around in a little bit, because my daughter Xandra has been, it feels like we're on a world tour. Like seriously, we've been from like West Coast to East Coast, from North to South. We've been all over the place, and it has been amazing. It's not a complaint. Trust me, I'm not complaining. We are overwhelmingly blessed. It's just a lot for Mama to handle. That's all. Oh wait, you can't hear me? Can anybody else hear me? Or can anyone else not hear me? Let me see. Oh, Jackie, was it just you? You made me panic. I'm like, no, I've been talking and running my mouth, and you can't hear me. Okay, good. I'm glad. She's like, I got it. Okay, so it wasn't, okay. All right, so I'm back. Yeah, I panicked for a minute. Glad you can hear me. So yes, so thank you to Shanta for dropping links. If you have links, please drop your links. So I wanted to talk. So because I've been so busy and I have been a little disconnected, I need to start coming and spending some more time with you guys and let you know who we are, what we do. And the reason why it's so important, and also if you have a business, it's really important for you to go live and let people know who you are and what it is that you do, is because there's so many people out there looking for what you have. You know what I mean? There's so many other people that are in a position where yes, we're on tour, Adri. Hey, Adri. That are looking for or in a position that you're in. And it's this whole thing of being in business it's first of all, it's no joke. And if you think it's funny, if you like having like a grand old time where it's still a hobby for you and you don't have stressful days, then you're probably not doing it right. I'm going to be the first person, if I am the first person to tell you that, right? Is it glorious? Can it be amazing? Can it be fruitful? Can it be productive? Can it be, can it create, roads that weren't there before, create opportunities? You meet amazing people. Yes, 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 yes. But does it suck sometimes? Absolutely. So therefore you need to have another community of people, other people backing you, where it's like you feel you need a sense of community. That's what I'm saying. You need a sense of community. And the other thing you need to do is you need to constantly promoting your services and your products, whatever it is that you have that the world needs to know about. You need to let people know. So going live is a great way to do that. I mean, this is not a training or tutorial or anything about going live. I'm just saying, like, I haven't been live. Like, I spent a lot of time in my private communities in the society and also in the brand strategy lab. But I need to start doing more of this, because I miss you guys. And also, I think it's really important for me because I like to look at my daughter as kind of, in a way, as a trailblazer for a lot of the kids for the parents that are in my community, in the Raising a Mogul community, So a lot of the things that Xandra is experiencing, that she's embarking on, a lot of the roads that we're traveling, a lot of the things that we're negotiating, a lot of the things you guys see that I'm highlighting on my Facebook page or any of my business pages, it's not easy. But because I might be doing it first or before you, or might be doing something that you're interested in, or you never thought of, or that intrigues you, or something that you can see yourself, that's on your bucket list or on your goal sheet or your vision board, it helps you to follow my journey or to be connected to my journey. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm doing you a disservice. Not only am I doing myself a disservice if I call myself in business, by not showing up and letting the world know what it is that I do and the services and the value that I bring. But I'm also not helping anybody else by keeping it all to myself. And that includes the good and the bad. That includes the good and the bad. So, and that's what I usually come live and I just share. It's usually, it doesn't have to be all structured. And I know we all get caught up in everything perfection. It needs to be perfect. It needs to look like this. And my hair's not done and whatever. Like, I'm tired. I've been all over the place. We drove from Philly to Baltimore, had to smile and pose for pictures all day. My child was speaking, and that's a whole separate level of stress, So it's one thing when you're speaking, that's a level. But then to be the parent of the child, or the talent for the day, it's like layers of stress, because it's almost like I'm speaking too, but I'm not. I'm watching myself speak. It's just a weird kind of thing. I don't know if any other parent experienced that, but she's 18 and I still feel like the spotlight is on when she's on, In other words, I can't rest. So here I am in a hotel and I'm broadcasting to you live. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses. Okay. But one of the things I really want to talk about today, because we're on this like world tour and we're all over the place and literally we're home maybe, 1 or 2 days out of the week if we're lucky, or maybe 4 or 5 days out of the month, is I really want to encourage you as a business owner, you as a startup, you as a founder, you as a parent manager, no matter wherever you fall in line there, to start traveling more, to start doing more. So now let me clarify this. This traveling could be you leaving your house, getting in the car and going downtown or in your central city or to another town over to a networking event. Or it could be what I'm doing, jumping, hopping flights every 2 days. You know what I mean? So it's going to look different for everyone. But what I want to challenge you to do is to think of the idea of doing business more from a global perspective. from a community perspective, from a us perspective. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs, and I think this is part of our problem, is we get stuck in, this is my baby, my business, my thing. I'm grinding. It's me, 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 me. I don't need nobody else. Doesn't matter what they say. I bought the books. I listened to the podcast. I watched the webinar, and now I got this. You know, we forget about the human connection. We forget about the collaboration. We forget about the networking. We forget about the getting in the car or getting on the plane or the getting on the boat or the getting on your bike, whatever your situation is, in order to get to where the people are, right? Because we've been trained, many of us have been trained that that you just can't play well with others, you know, especially a lot of women. A lot of women think like, oh, I don't do women, or, you know, competition and just all this stuff, you know. But I will tell you, and I'm actually excited to tell you, that I have been to some major events. Like Black Women Talk Tech was one of them. That was last week. Zandra and I went. It was in New York City. It was amazing. And that was a refreshing experience to be in a room with all these superstar women, superstar Black women, superstar founders, you know, creators, makers, leaders, you know, thought leaders, just people. And you didn't know, it didn't matter whether you were sitting in the VIP lounge or if you're in the ladies' room or if you're, you know, in line to get your coffee. You had no idea who you were standing next to and the power of that person. And that's how so many events are. But some of us walk into them either one of two ways, I would say. Like you leave your hotel room or you leave the Uber, you leave your house and you're like, yes, I'm the you know, and can't nobody tell me nothing. I got it going on. I know my business is amazing. I know how to sell wigs. I know how to do makeup. I have the best, fiercest app on the land. I have this, I have that, right? So you hype your, and there's nothing wrong with being confident and hype yourself. But sometimes we hype ourselves so much that it comes off in our aura, in our what's the word I'm looking, in our spirit or our energy, that it's like we think we're so much better. So there's a way you can hype yourself, and there's a way you can hype yourself out of like conversation and collaboration. You know what I mean? And then so that's the first way some of us walk into the room. The second way some of us walk into the room is insecure. You know, not lacking confidence, with self-doubt or self-pity or feeling like you're less than, or you just automatically walk in and you assume that everybody's idea is going to be better than yours, or there's no reason for me to be, I'm here because I bought a ticket, or someone told me this was a great place to go, but I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm just going to walk in and just be me. You know what I mean? Oh, it just, stand over here. Then what did you go for? So neither one of those scenarios belong in most spaces today. Belong in a space where if you're actually trying to level up, trying to form partnerships, collaborations, or learn a better way, neither one of those belong in the room. So a lot of us need to do the work before we even get there, right? So so there's like a do the work space, section or whatever. I can't even think of the word right now. There's work to be done, right? But when we go to these events, we can't show up as either one of those people because we're not approachable. Nobody, I'm telling you, for me personally, I don't want to speak to the person. I don't feel comfortable walking in and connecting with the one chick or the one man that looks like he's better than everybody else in the room. Because people will assume that's how you, even if that's not who you are. This is what I'm talking about. That doesn't have to be who you are. It's just, that's what you're giving off, that unapproachable aura or energy. You know what I mean? And it makes people feel like, ooh, and then you get home and you're like, oh, well, no one talked to me, or I went, and it wasn't that good. And now you want to bad talk the event because you came up acting crazy. You know what I mean? Or you feel self-confident, you feel self-conscious. That's the word. That's it. Self-conscious, and you're not giving it all you got because you have an issue with you. So therefore, you're finding things that are wrong in the room, or you're shying away from conversations. You're not jumping in where you should, all these different things. So we have to do work for ourselves. We have to do the work at home before we branch out. So now once you've done the work, what I'm asking you to do is start taking some risk. Start looking, go to Eventbrite, see what events are happening in your area. Eventbrite, you can just put in your zip code and find out what's happening in your area. Even if it's not something that's exactly in line with what you do, if you cut lawns and it's not a lawn cutting networking party, it's like small business. You're in small business or medium business or just business networking or, start up something, whatever it is, go and experience something different. Go and get your business cards or grab your cell phone. Don't let the business cards be an excuse. We didn't know excuses, whatever it is, go and be open, mentally open, your heart open, your spirit open to accepting other people into your space. When you meet people, you have to walk in like, hey, you have to walk in ready and available to meet people. Hello, how are you? Oh my goodness. So what do you do? And really listen. People know when you're playing games. People also know when you only came because you wanted to see the one speaker or the headliner and you just want to take a picture and say, I did this, I did it, and then you're gone. That's not how you build a business. That's not how you build a network. That's not how you collaborate. That's not how you grow. So if we all really want to grow, we need to really start taking some risks. We need to really start stepping outside our comfort zone, stepping outside, our boxes, step outside your screen door, and let's try something new. Try something new. The old you has to make a different choice. You can't say, I've been in business for 2 years and don't nobody support me and they don't support me and I only sold 4 earrings and well, where did you go? What did you try? Who did you collaborate with? Everyone's on Facebook, right? We almost died, 2 days ago when Facebook shut down or was acting crazy, right? Half of the people didn't know what to do. People was walking around in circles. It was crazy, right? You're here on this platform, on so many social media platforms, but what exactly are you using it for? Are you using it to build your business? Or you use it to look at the funniest, latest memes, to share videos, to banter, to argue, to state your position, to have debate club, to talk about how passionate you are about the wild wolves in Texas, whatever. You know what I mean? What does that have to do with what you do with your business? Am I saying you shouldn't have your private time, your downtime, your whatever time? No. But are you dedicating the same amount of energy, time, effort, to building your business or trying something new or taking that risk as you are to this other nonsense? You know what I mean? So, okay, I'm listening to it. Yamia says, take a risk. Most of the events aren't in our arena, but they become our arena. Exactly. And I will tell you, as a parent manager of Xandra, one of the things that I have to tell you that fast-tracked our business, fast-tracked her business, and fast-tracked my business, Raising a Mogul, is me. Literally, 2018, I traveled everywhere. Was it a sacrifice? Absolutely. Did I have to leave my kids to do it? Absolutely. Did I do most of it alone? Yes. Did I mean I have to call to Shanta and other friends and say, hey, girl, can I sleep on your couch? Yes. I had to do it, but I had to break free from my comfort zone and say, you know what? That's where I need to be. That's where I want to go. That's what I want my life to look like. I want to do something different or I want to try something different. So you can't just want to do something different. You have to actually do something different. We need to stop with the whole wishing, dreaming, the desire. It's going to manifestation. No, you need to move. You have to move. And as soon as you start moving, things just start to happen. But you have to take those risks. We cannot continue to do the same thing we did. It's 2019, almost done with Q1. Like, what has changed? What has changed? And if you want things to change, you got to start taking risks. You have to stop looking at, oh my goodness, the ticket is $200, girl. Ain't nobody got time for that. What are you trying to do? But yet and still you'll click on a Facebook ad or some other random thing and invest in something that serves you, that does not serve you at all. You know what I mean? So you really have to do the work. You have to do your research. You have to make sure you know exactly what it is that you want to do. You know, what is the product? What is the service? You know, who are the people you're trying to meet? Because a lot of us to connect with, because a lot of us waste money. We waste time, energy, resources, right? Because we're not clear. But once you get clear and you start to move, you start to take risk and you start to invest, doors will open like never before. But the clarity is the first piece. So I think that's a part of the problem. And a lot of times, even though we say we're doing business on social media, we spend most of our time sharing dumb things and getting caught up in conversations and laughing and kiki and kaka over stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. That has nothing to do with your to-do list or you making money or you making an impact on the world, right? But you get caught up into that because you're stuck, because you don't know what you're doing, because you're afraid, because everybody else looks like they're having a good time. Why can't you? You know, instead of doing the work. We're always going to come up with a different reason or different excuse to not actually do the work. You know what I mean? And stop buying stuff. Like we're investing, we're buying, but we're not actually, like, are you taking the class? Did you show up? Did you log in? No. So you can't, it's not you, it can't be everybody else. You know what I mean? And I'm talking from experience. Like I was like a serial learner. I'm still a serial learner, but I made a shift. I made a shift because I had to get serious about what it is I wanted to do. When I launched Raising a Mogul, I had to make a decision. I was like, this platform is going to change lives. This platform is going to change the way the world sees young entrepreneurs, the way the world sees the parents of those thought leaders, change makers, and rule breakers. That was my goal. And you know what else? Why it was so important is that nobody else was talking to me as a parent manager. So when you start something new and you become the first, it's even way more scary. Way more scary. I mean, I was 6 months in before I was able to be at a networking event and be very clear with who I was and what I was doing. Like I knew who I was. I'm a mom of 5. I'm doing this and I'm a trained in this. And like when I was in corporate, like you couldn't tell me nothing. I would walk in and out of rooms and be like, hey, yes, and I got this, and I could stand up for myself, and I was very confident. But when I transitioned into full-time entrepreneurship, full-time, when Sandra was 16, 2017, I left my comfy, cushy sponsorship job, and it was a good one too. When I left that job to work for my teenage daughter full-time, I also launched Raising a Mogul. Huge, huge risk. Huge risk. You know what I mean? But I had to make a decision. Is it playtime? Is this a hobby? Am I going to be able to send my kids? I have 2 kids in college. Am I going to be able to pay for, tuition bills? So we all have decisions to make. Yumia says, heading to Canada and China, I'm going to make it happen. Yes, by any means necessary. I love it. When I used to have checks, I don't have checks anymore. When I used to have checks, Yumia, on my check under my, you can put like a quote. It was like making it happen. My quote was making it happen by any means necessary. Hey, Ariel. So in the brands, Yumia's talking about the Brand Strategy Lab. So the Brand Strategy Lab is our private mastermind. We were only accepting 5. We squeezed in 7, Tashanta and I. It is a 12-week program. It is an investment, but I'm telling you, you can get your whole life. And not only am I sharing every single thing that I do every single day, the behind the scenes of what I'm doing with building Xandra and building Raising a Mogul, but it's also, tactical skills, things that you can actually implement. So one of the things I started to say earlier is that we're spending money, but we need to first understand what it is that we want to be known for. What is our key product and service? Who do we want to help? Who do we want to serve? And where do we fit into the market? Once you identify that and you're clear about your mission, your message, your why, and your avatar, then you can start to invest, because then that investment, after you do the work, once you start to do the work, will open up doors for you. It will put you in position because you'll be learning. It'll create opportunities for you, and then you can grow and scale. But many of us are investing in things and we don't even know what the heck we're doing. It's like, oh, I'm going to be a painter. Then I'm going to sell jewelry. Then I'm going to fix remotes. And then I might buy a car lot. And then I think I might want to squish grapes and open a winery. It's like, well, that's great. Do whatever you want to do, but don't be mad at us if none of it works out, because you're not focused on one thing. or you're not investing the right way or connecting with people in those arenas. You know what I mean? So there's a strategy involved. I'm not saying you can't do it all. You absolutely can go for it. However, if you have to feed children and you have bills to pay, you need to get clear, and you need to get clear rather quickly instead of wasting money, you know? So I'm here tonight, today, this morning, this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, to just encourage you to start taking some risks. Get out the house, get out your city, get out your town, get out your state, and start taking some risk. Start going where the people are. Stop watching it on social. Y'all have to be tired of watching stuff on social media. You know, stop watching it and be in the room. Sit at the table. Have a seat next to the people that you've been following. It's not that hard. You know, these conferences, these summits, these experiences, yes, there's an investment to get that level of content and that level of contact. Absolutely. But is it worth it? Yes. If you walk in that room and you're not overly arrogant and a jerk, or you're not self-conscious and a wallflower, and you're right somewhere in between, and you're open and your heart is clean and pure, and you're approaching it out of, you just wanting to learn and give value and take whatever you can take and give what you can give. That's when you can have the best experience at a live event. The best experience possible. That's when people feel your energy in the ladies' room while you're in line for coffee, in the men's room, or on the elevator, and you're like, good morning, how are you? So what is it that you do? Let's exchange information. Do you know how many times I pass my cell phone around today? Every event I go to, it's not just business cards. It's, girl, we got to talk. Give me your number. Yes. Mm-hmm. What you say? Oh, yes, absolutely. It's plans, it's expansion, and it's the next level. So if that's what you want, that's what you can have. You just have to do the work, and you have to change your thinking a little bit and get clear. Having said all that, I want to invite you all to the Raising a Mogul Summit. The Raising a Mogul Summit is the first parent manager experience on the planet. Google it. I'm not joking. This has never been done before. This is taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, Hotlanta, June 27th and 30th. It is a Thursday to a Saturday, and the 30th is going to be, I think the 30th is going to be our VIP day, mastermind day, and it is going to be amazing. Is there an investment? You better believe it. Is the summit going to be worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. This has never been done before, and we are bringing families together. Not only the children, the moms, the dads, the grandparents, whoever is instrumental in shaping this child. We're bringing everybody together. We are learning together. We are implementing together, and we are going to change the scope of our brands, our businesses, and our foundations together. So you are invited to. Shanta just dropped the link. You see that? That's my partner. That's my partner. She just dropped the link, and I invite you all to join us in Atlanta in June. It's going to be spectacular. We're going to start announcing the speakers very soon and all the sponsors, and it's going to be an amazing experience. So if you're not a part of the Raising a Mogul community, you can find us right here on Facebook or go to raisingamogul.org, and that'll push you right into the group. It's a free online community for the serious parent manager. It's an opportunity for you to connect with like-minded, amazing parents. Mia said, hey, Sandra. You see her moving around back and forth. She was out in the hallway on her phone. So anyways, guys, I am signing off. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you, and keep working, keep doing the work, keep stepping outside your comfort zone, keep making a difference, and keep showing up. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye.